Hey guys, it's Sarah here with my service dog Bailey, and I'm just going to go ahead and give you guys a tour of my dorm room today because move out is coming soon and my room is relatively clean right now. So I figured it would be a realistic kind of portrayal of what it's like. I do want to mention that I am an RA, so I have a single room. And this is one of the rooms on my campus, one of the buildings on my campus where the rooms are the largest. My room last year when I had Bailey was about 3/4 this size, and it was also a single as I was an RA. And the year before when I didn't have her, my room was probably like 1/4 this size, and that was one of the smallest rooms they have on campus for RAs. So just keep in mind this is a large room. It's realistic for RAs in this building, but it's not realistic for people in all kinds of dorms and at all kinds of universities. And this is an RA room, so it is a single. Most other singles will be built for a single. This room was built to be a double, and they just chose for it to be the room for RAs, so only one person lives in here. But you could fit a whole another load of furniture in here and have a second person, and sometimes they even triple these rooms. So yeah, there's my disclaimer, and I'll go ahead and give you guys a nice tour. Entrance. I said my room was mostly clean. I do need to take out my recycling. So right here we have Bailey's harnesses and gear that we use the most. So her harness, her vest, and her leash all hang on one hook there. Then I have 2 towels, one for me, one for my partner occasionally, and my robe. I do recommend getting a robe. It's just easier to walk to and from the bathroom, and if you like to sleep in the nude like me, it's easier when you're like getting up in the middle of the night too, especially when you're an RA and residents can knock on your door. Then over here, I do have, I'm breaking the rules. It says warning, don't place anything right there, but I did. I have a sweater, my umbrella. That orange bag has a lot of poop bags in it, and then this is my donation bin. And pro tip, donation centers can dispose of certain things more ethically and more effectively than we can. So for example, like even if you wouldn't, like you have a piece of clothing that's torn or broken or something, right? Even if they can't sell that, they're going to either recycle it or donate it to some sort of use where it's going to be used to make like building insulation, or the fabric is going to be used for some sort of thing. So always donate. And then most of the time they sell by the pound to like I said, fabric companies who will use it for, like they'll recycle it in some way. Anyways, I'm rambling now. So then there's right here, this is the thermostat, and I always keep it very high. It annoys everyone else, but I live alone, so that's fine. I have attached to my wardrobe, I have a sweater, and then Bailey and mine rain gear, and then the shoes are a bit of a mess right now, but I have a little shoe rack. Then there's my wardrobe. Yeah, I have a crock pot because I didn't have a meal plan during our really long winter session. We have almost a trimester system, so never got a chance to take that back. It's just hanging out. And then Cards Against Humanity, which is a need. Then there's the wardrobe. At our schools, the wardrobes often look different. I have had ones that didn't have that bottom drawer, and that just had an extra, like the doors were longer. But it's a wardrobe. It's kind of messy inside, but as you can see, there's a little shelf, and then the entire right side is just like straight down, so you can store whatever you want at the bottom, and then if you have like dresses or long pieces of clothing. So then I have Pikes Peak with some glow-in-the-dark stars. Wonderful. My desk is cleaner than it normally is, but you know, it's not the cleanest. But it has everything I need. Then, yeah, and I use all the drawers, obviously. My backpack normally goes there. I almost always have a sweater on the chair because I get cold very easy. I have some wet wipes right there. And then if anyone is thinking about getting this kind of like fabric plastic like drawer system, do not do it. It is a bad idea. Just don't do it. It's a waste of money. Get something that's sturdier, because as you can see, like I can't even like close this all the way and it pops out. So like this drawer is for food stuff, this drawer is for like clothing, and this one is for all of my electronics. But it sucks because I can't close the drawers. So if that's something you were thinking about, like it has wheels, it rolls around, it's fine, other than the fact that it doesn't work. Like you can't close it. So it's just not worth it for me. I wouldn't suggest anyone getting that. This is a pretty box that I got with like a bath set years ago, and I really liked the box, so I kept it. Then my Hufflepuff poster, I do have LED lights hanging that look pretty cute, if I do say so myself. Command, like the Command company that does command strips, they have little hooks that you can, that are specially made for lights. So I suggest getting those. Definitely don't use duct tape unless you have like brick walls, because they will tear the paint off, especially in my building. The walls are really delicate. And so then I have all of my water and my diffuser. I have literally just tons of water because Bailey goes through a lot of water. I go through a lot of water. I have plants, so they go through water. Bailey's little corner is right there. I put a towel down to make sure the floor doesn't get too gross, but because her food bowl, I use the same bowl for food and water. I just clean it frequently. But because it's right next to the wall, I do have to clean the wall sometimes because she splashes, and she has free range to those toys, but she knows like with the tug toys, if I'm not playing with her, like she's not really interested in them. So she normally goes for the sticks. So there's all my water. I did used to have a TV here, but then it broke, so I don't have that anymore. And then I did attach this wire because it was really annoying that it was hanging. It's attached with sticky tack. The duct tape brand sticky tack is the best one, if that's what your school allows, instead of like command strips and stuff. And most of the time it doesn't tear the paint off. It still does sometimes, but what are you gonna do? Then I have right here, this is my windowsill. I have this cute little, it's like lettuce and kale, and pansies are edible, everybody, in case you didn't know. And like onion sprouts and cabbage and things like that. It's really cute. It also uses a lot of water, which is why I have a ridiculous amount of water. I have a very nice view, which is nice. And I have my aloe, trying to hide from the sun, get that partial sunlight, but not burn. And then here, this has all of my like medications and things like that. So it's nice to have lotion and hand sanding right next to the bed. Glasses. Bailey takes fish oil pills, and this is how I separate out her supplements. I only use green ones for Bailey, and then any other color contact cases like for contacts. But I keep the green ones for her supplements that are powders that need to be separated out per day. This is my retainer, which I need to use more. And then I have all of my plugs in one area, and normally like my phone and Bailey's e-collar and stuff will sit right there. Because of this weird corner in the wall, I can't have my bed all the way up, and so sometimes the pillows fall, so I have my suitcases right there, along with some stuffies. And then that kind of boyfriend pillow, I adjust that however I want it, but this is how I wanted it today. I do have a normal size pillow there. It's just covered so Bailey doesn't get her hair all over it. And there's my princess. I do have string lights all around my bed, and then there are glow-in-the-dark stars on the wall, which they'll stay lit for like 10, maybe 15 minutes after the lights are off, but they don't stay lit all night, but it's kind of cute once you turn the lights off. And here is Bailey's crate. My laundry is right there underneath my bed. It's messy, but I have all of Bailey's things. I use the boxes that her old food came in, and I portion out food. And I reuse the bags so that it's not super wasteful. Probably won't do that going forward, just so that I'm not using bags, but yeah, I do that to make things easier. Washing things, all of her food, the TV that's broken and I need to find a way to dispose of, because you're not just supposed to throw them in landfills. Bailey's crate. That is an old comforter that, you know, wasn't working for me anymore. It was stained and everything. And some pillows, and she loves it. It's a little paw washer we use. Boxes for when I'm moving out at the end of the semester. Vacuum, and my trash. So thank you for joining me on this room tour. Bailey's happy you joined us as well. I've never done one of these before, so I hope it was all right. If you guys have any questions about being in college with a service dog, or living in a dorm, or being an RA with a service dog, definitely ask them below. Definitely, you know, do all the things, comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you in our next video. Thanks. Bye.